Hey guys, ended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to start this video off by saying I just hit a deer. Um, it's unfortunate. It was whimpering and I hit it by accident. Um, yeah, it was messy. It's kind of a weird looking deer too. Orange hair. It's weird looking. When I hit it, I literally said, "Oh dear, oh dear God, oh I hit a deer." This video is gonna be talking about the trans bigot slash racist slash homophobe slash transphobe theirself, known only as Steph. And I'm going to refer to her as such, or it as such. If you don't know what it is, Steph was recently appointed to the Twitch ambassadors slash safety and trust team. It's basically like HR. They basically are anti-bullying. But the problem is, this person just cannot seem to shut up. Everything from literally bullying the very people you're supposed to be protecting, calling cis and straight white men, or whatever it is, calling us white supremacists and calling all gamers white supremacists. White males white supremacists at that. You're a white male. You were a man who chose to make a life-changing decision to become a woman. You're a dude. You don't get a free pass. It's as prestigious he said. Whenever you become something like that, whenever you become the face of something, that little bubble over there, that little safe space, goes away. That's done for you. It's gone. You don't get it anymore. You don't get another one. What I've seen in the last 48 hours on Twitter, I have been... This is the 15th time I've tried to make this video, and every time something new and better comes out about it. Whether that be from you busting a load, from getting scritchings because this person... And let me start by saying 2.5 minutes in the video. I have no hate towards trans, gay, anything like that. I'm in a household where it's not allowed, but I work with people enough on a daily basis. A couple people in my department at work are gay. Multiple people are gay. I work with like 3 or 4 trans people in my particular store. They don't bother me any. I have no ill will against them. I greet them the same as I would you. Anyone. When I walk up to someone, I say, "Hey, my name's Austin. Nice to meet you." Which, by the way, I think that's the first time I've ever used my real name in my video form. So for those of you who don't know it, it's nice to meet you guys. And they greet me the same. They don't say, "Hi, my name is so and so. I used to be a man. I now identify as a woman. Nice to meet you." No, they don't do that. They just say, "Hi, my name is so and so." They understand. This person doesn't seem to understand that. It is not my responsibility. I am not required. And it goes the same thing with The Last of Us. I am not required to tolerate you or to fight for you or to even just acknowledge you. I don't care that you decided to chop your wang off. That's your problem. I don't care that you felt like busting a load from having your head scratched by your girlfriend. If you want something funny, go on Google and type in Steph Deergasm. I swear to God, it is Oscar worthy how funny this is. Leonardo DiCaprio could not act this good. I mean, seriously. Really? You came from having your head scratched. And the thing is, the person too identifies, and let me preface this by saying, a good friend of mine is a furry. I have no problem with the guy. I love him to death, and I sort of poke at him all the time. He identifies as a wolf, and I'm just like, "Yeah, you're alpha leader now, bro," whatever. I just joke with him about it. And he understands I mean nothing by it. I just pick at him in a friendly way, and he jabs back. This person identifies as trans, sensitive, soft, primal, deer, and something else, and furry. That's a lot of just extra crap I've got to put on your name whenever I'm talking to you. And I'm not going to go with correct pronouns either. You're going to be referred to as this person because that's what you are. You're a person like everybody else. Choosing to cut off your whatever or choosing to have something sewed on or made a life-changing decision does not make you better than anybody else. It doesn't. A lot of that, too, is the reason why people don't respect people that are of trans or gay. It's because you're out there literally waving a flag, blocking traffic, going, respect me now. Tolerate me. Fight for me. It's not my job to fight for you or to tolerate you. I don't have to. The thing is, if you just be a person, people will treat you just as good eventually. You have to let someone warm up to you. The respect is earned, not given. And you guys have to understand that. And from what she was saying on that Twitch stream, this is the biggest bigot I have ever seen towards their own race. You are just as toxic and bullying as the people you are talking bad about. You're saying that the white man is oppressing you. Stop talking trash. Seriously. She tried calling out someone out on Twitter last night and said, oh, well, I shouldn't have to do this. I said, no, baby. No. You punch the ticket, you ride. Like everybody else. You get to have your moment in the hot seat. You don't get a pass because you're sensitive or you're soft or you're trans. I don't care. I will not treat you any differently. You do something stupid, you're going to get roasted regardless. And it is, if that's what it takes to put you in your place, we're going to continue to do it. Am I going to be, oh, I hate trans, I hate all this? Absolutely not. Like I said, there is no hate in my heart towards this person. Except for, I hate the stuff that they say and how they're represented. Because you're representing a platform whose majority of viewers are children. And it's not okay because, and the thing is too, if you identify as a deer, you admit to going and crapping in your yard and eating grass and dancing around. For those of you who don't know, and I don't tell this to everybody, when I was younger, I was pretty much diagnosed with ADHD and hyperactivity and other stuff like that. That's why I talk fast. That's why I move fast and do stuff like that. Even nowadays, I spaz some. And it's usually whenever I'm fired up. That is a mild form of autism. I have mild autism when it comes to this. I don't have Asperger's. I just have a very, very, very mild form of autism. That's why you'll, it happens to, especially even if I don't drink coffee, I blink and stuff like that. You'll notice I'm doing it now. It's also people who develop tics and stuff like that. Like I'm someone who do this occasionally, or like someone who has Tourette's. They are known to do that. This particular person has Asperger's and has autism. You can tell by looking at them. They have a mental illness, a severe mental illness. I'm not going to pick on someone with a mental illness, but in the same vein, I'm going to roast the crap out of you. You deserve every single bit of it. You are the front face of the company. The only reason that Twitch chose you is because you're trans. There's nothing special about you. You were chosen strictly because you're a chick with a dong. You aren't special at all. That you are just a normal person who happen to fit a pretty cookie cutter mold at that. And speaking of mold and stuff like that, wash your nasty hair, please. I just got off a 10-hour shift and I guarantee you I'm cleaner than you are. Your hair looks disgusting. Please, if you're gonna be on camera, I mean, I washed my face before I got on here. I made sure I'm looking presentable. I got my favorite shirt on, got everything going. Speaking of Avatar, you guys haven't heard, they have a new song out called "Silence in the Age of in the New Age of Apes" or something like that. So I think it's "Silence in the Age of Apes." Yeah, "Silence in the Age of Apes." Really freaking good song. Check it out. I made sure to look presentable. You look homeless. And there's someone on Twitter who made a parody of them. I'm gonna eat you, chat. Rar. Hello. And was making fun of you. They had me roll. I was up till 4:30 this morning, and I had to be up for work at 7. I was laughing so freaking hard. I watched that video 15 times. And you deserve it. It's mainly because of the stupid stuff you keep saying. You deserve every bit of it. You want it to stop? Stop talking trash. Shut up. Think about what you're going to do. And then there's another person who's a good friend of theirs. Lizavita, something like that. I'm just going to refer to them as Elizabeth. They were apparently a pro gamer in some significant event, and they claim to have finished second place in this event, and it comes out that they finished 8th in this event and 2nd overall in eliminations on their particular team, and even the amount of eliminations they had was pretty bad. That person got called out on that, and then they by their own teammates said, "You're lying, what are you doing?" And she tried roasting the person. And then they came out and said that they misspelled something. And he said, "Yes, I have dyslexia." And she's talking about, get your dyslexia behind out of my mentions or whatever. And starts purposely misspells words and misspells dyslexia. She spells it as dyslect. And is making fun of them. And they're a Twitch ambassador. You are the face of this company. If I did that at my job, say if I'm a manager and I made fun of a customer, I'm gone. I would be fired in an instant. It's as Asmongold said. That is, if I said something about a minority, black, Mexican, anybody like that, I'd be banned. But because she's a chick and trans, she gets away with it. If you say the word faggot on Twitch, you get banned. If you say queer on there or anything like that, even an aggressive tone, you get banned. A buddy of mine literally got banned for saying the word faggot on Twitch, and I'm saying it because words only got as much power as you give it. I don't care. I'm not monetized. Get angry all you want. There's no hate in my heart whenever I'm saying this stuff. I'm just speaking cold hard truth. If it were anybody else but them, because you get special privileges. I guarantee you, and I mean this in the nicest way, trans and gays, they're really some of the nicest people I've ever met. Especially the ones I've met in person. They are some of the nicest people. But there are ones online that are the most pissy and whiny and moaning bunch of people. If you want something to scare you, find a trans thread on Twitter. They are the most toxic group of people you will ever see in your life. They think white supremacy is bad. Look up a group who does I've heard it called a Twitter rally, which basically they just get a big group and just brigade somebody for a while on Twitter. It's usually a straight white man. And another thing too is, just because you're trans does not mean you are a legal minority. You are not designated as a minority. You are not a minority and get special privileges because you chose to chop off your dong, or because you chose to take estrogen. You're not. You are nothing special. You are just a person like me. And in saying that, it's none of my business what you do. I hope you live a long and prosperous life. I hope you're happy with what you did, because it's a life-changing thing. It's hard to go back. Like I said, I work with people that are trans. I've spoke to one of them about it. She's been doing it now, and I'm going to refer to her as she, because that's what she prefers. I'm not going to refer to the other person as them, Because you don't deserve me calling you by your name or your particular pronoun, because you wouldn't do it for anybody else. You wouldn't call me a man. You would call me a white supremacist. You don't deserve it. You don't get my respect. This person had been doing it for 6+ years. She said it was the hardest thing ever starting. She said now it is still the hardest thing she has ever done because there's no going back. She said she could, but it's too late. It's a life-changing decision. It's not my fault you decided to do something. Don't get angry at me because it's not really that I disapprove or don't approve of it. I just don't care. I don't have to listen to you. And another thing is, too, you keep making it worse. I was in your Twitch chat the other day, and you were banning people left and right. And another thing, too, you don't go and brag on day one of your job. You go and brag, I'm trans and they're sponsoring me and Twitch endorses me. I can't be banned. I can't do anything. So cry your little white supremacist tears. That is like me making manager and going out there and calling a customer a retard and saying I'm going to shoot their son. I would be escorted from the premises. Or me saying, yeah, I'm manager now. I'm not going to handle any black customers. I'm not going to do that. No. I would be fired. I can't do that. But because you're trans, you somehow get special treatment. And back on the other person on there. Let's go back to Twitch staff. Even you have people like the FaZe clan are speaking out against you, and they're not known for getting into drama. FaZe Pomage is going, what in the crap is this? There are multiple videos of this person having a pseudo-orgasm on stream with children watching because her girlfriend comes and gives her scritchins or tickles her ear. Because you're trans, you get away with it? Alinity popped a tit on stream, and they were cool with it. That shows that Twitch does not care. They were literally, people were on Twitter last night tagging people in Alinity's, even the chickens agree. They were tagging people in this conversation saying, you need to do something about this. This is not okay. This is an abuse of power. And I found this out too. Especially with sites like Kotaku and stuff like that. They're known for being very feminist and very trans-friendly. When you get certain people that are trans in a position of power, they abuse the living crap out of it. Look at me, trans and proud. Look at me, wave the flag. I don't have anything rainbow, so I'll just do this really cool blanket that I got. I'm trans and proud. Trans and proud. Look at me. That makes us hate you. And here's what's funny too. I love this Christopher Titus quote because it works, but it doesn't. It says, if you're sane, people will make you a part of them. But if you prove you're insane, they'll make you their leader. Trans are rallying behind this chick. And they're okay with it. That's the only ones that seem to be okay with it. There were gay people on that particular thread saying, this is not okay. Stop. This is not okay. When you have your own people fighting back against you, there were furries in the chat on there calling her out on this. Rightfully deserved. You want us to stop roasting you? Yet again, stop talking trash. And we'll stop. You deserve every bit of hate you're getting. And it's not even about your sexual preference that people are hating on. It's the stupid stuff you keep spewing over and over again. Think about what you say, and considering you were in a severe position of power when it comes to this stuff. You are on one of the biggest gaming platforms in the world. Millions watch it a day. You were a front runner for this. You were on their committee. There's only 2 people on there that I would actually approve of. And I wish one of them was on there, even though I don't like the guy. I would like Summit 1G to be on there. And then Co Carnage, because my brother showed me some clips of his. He seemed like a genuinely nice guy. Everybody else has no need to be on there. They have the minority. They made sure they had the brown chick. And they made sure they had the brown dude. And they have the one trans. And they got the white guy. They got to have the white guy. White supremacist. And what's funny is she thinks that calling us white supremacist is going to hurt us. I've been called cracker since I was in grade school. It doesn't bother me. You want to know something interesting? Look up the word behind the meaning of the name cracker, and you'll find it extreme. It's basically back in slave times. It was someone who used to crack the whip to make people work, or used to use a whip to make people work. That's basically what it is. It doesn't hurt me, because words only have as much power as you give them. And if you want to know how most of this stuff started, it was all because she called people white supremacist. Her first day on the job. Think about what you say next time. And people maybe won't roast you. And that's funny too. On the comments, people are not making fun of your sexuality all that much. They're calling you mentally ill because of the stupid stuff you're saying. It's got nothing to do with your sexual preferences. At all. That is strictly what is going on. It is because of what you keep saying. You cannot talk You would not have survived a 2009 Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Because I got called faggot and queer more times than I can tell you how many people have apparently done my mom. But you know why I don't care? I let it roll off my back. Because I understand. It's the internet. It's a rough place. Don't like it? There's the door. It is not my job to create a safe space for you. Let's see. Actually, my brother's borrowing all my Call of Duties. I used to get called names all the time. There was a guy on there who, he was an African-American gentleman, and he said people used to call him everything from ancient farm equipment to saying that, hey, put your dad on the mic. And then the dude laughed for 15 minutes, and he said, that still wasn't as bad as half the crap you're spouting about my white brothers. That was the funniest thing. I laughed. I'm sitting there just going, oh my God. Oh my God. But just think about the stupid stuff before you say it. And yet again, I'm going to preface this by saying as well, and just keep repeating, I have no ill will towards any sexuality at all. If you're gay, straight, trans, lesbian counts as gay. If you're furry, whatever. If you're nice and cool to me, I'm going to be absolutely nice and cool to you. I will give you the same respect that you give me. And on doing that, you have earned my respect. By treating me just as equal as I would treat you. And another thing is, too, that is also another thing. This person is all because they want equality in video game chat. They want video game chat to not be mandatory in competitive games because they're scared of it. Okay, first of all, you look like a man. You were speaking in your male voice. And you're pissed that somebody called you sir. It's ma'am. 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 Really? Maybe. Thing is, I know this too. I have no bass in my voice at all. I have an accent. I have a very country accent, backwoods, redneck, cracker, honky, whatever voice you want to say. I have no bass in my voice at all. I've been called ma'am a couple times at work. If you've seen the back of my head, I have a bun. I have very long hair. I get called ma'am all the time. I just turn around. I'm sorry about that, sir. Hey, you're cool, man. Don't worry about it. And I've had my hair up before and got called a ma'am. I said, hey, if you see my hair down, you'd say the same thing. You'd say ma'am. I joke about it. I let it roll off my back. I don't take it seriously. But all this because you couldn't handle voice chat? I only talk to friends of mine whenever I game. I don't talk to any randoms except if I meet them on Twitch. If someone's like, "Hey, hop in the game with us, man," hey, absolutely, come on, I'll go on. I'll go in. You can't if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. If you can't handle a little trash talk in gaming, maybe gaming's not your medium. Maybe you need to find a new hobby. That's just my opinion on it, though. That's my dog, Sagira. I named her after the ghost from Destiny. It shows what a freak I am. But yeah, if you can't handle it, just that's your problem. Don't be so soft or sensitive or feminine. Feminine is the last thing you are. I'm sorry. But and also the next time you need to pretty much bust a nut, porn's free. You don't have to have your head scratched. That's weird. Just saying. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for now. I did not know this video ran 26 minutes. I've been waiting for nearly 2 days. I had an hour break at work earlier, and I read this on my phone. I was just fuming, just watching these clips on Twitter, and just going, "Oh my god, it's gonna get so much better! It's gonna be so much better." And I watched a couple gaming channels, and they were talking about this. And Twitch needs to swiftly remove this person from there. I'm talking not get rid of them from the platform, get rid of them from the ambassador and the health and trust and safety committee, because this is a mistake. And they are turning a blind eye to it. They don't care. They can't afford enough. This is twice in a month they've had bad press. They had Alinity. Before that, they had a chick showing her camel toe. They had a chick talking about her OnlyFans. They can't afford the bad publicity. And with the amount of advertising, I've seen Coca-Cola, Verizon, Google, Xbox. I've seen all kinds of advertisements. They can't afford the bad press because they lose sponsors. But just seriously, I'm at the end of the video because I gotta go check on my dog and see what's up with her. But that's it for now, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike. I know I'm probably gonna get some hate on this video. I don't care. The whole video too, like I said, I'm not trying to make fun of the person or what they are. I am making fun of the stupid stuff you said. You want us to stop roasting you? Stop talking trash. Anyways, guys, please stay safe in these trying times. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I will be seeing y'all later. Peace. It's about to get good.